Redmi is moving in turbo mode after becoming a subsidiary brand. After the success with Redmi Note 7 during the first half of 2019, it continues to strive for better for the second half of 2019. This is what Redmi Note 8 Pro managed to do. I'm Alex Ong from MediaTek, and you are now watching the review of Redmi Note 8 Pro. Xiaomi changed my mind about their flagship during the first half of the year with Mi 9. And now, Redmi again changed my mind towards MediaTek processor. How did Redmi manage to impress me with MediaTek processor? Let's find out. Before we start, let us clear off the specifications of the Redmi Note 8 Pro. You can pause the video here as the specifications is shown in the video. At the front, you will find the 6.53-inch 19.5x9 1080p LCD display with the support of HDR. Redmi Note 8 Pro uses Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Look at the bezels, it is almost as thin as its bigger brother Mi 9. This is impressive given that LCD panel is not as flexible as OLED panel. Another impressive thing that you are able to find on Redmi Note 8 Pro is that it is one of the highest screen to body ratio LCD with 91.4%. Watching a 21:9 movie on it is an immersive experience, especially with its thin bezel. At the top of the display, you will find a teardrop notch with the 20MP front-facing camera in it. As Redmi Note 8 Pro is using a LCD display, it does not have the luxury of having an in-screen display fingerprint sensor. You will still find the fingerprint sensor at the back with the 64MP quad camera. In order to make sure the fingerprint sensor is at the right position, Redmi moved the 2MP macro camera to the bottom of the flash. Even with the thick body, you will find a metal camera bump that is slightly sharp to the touch. After 1 month of usage, the camera bump is now filled with scuff and scratches. At the bottom, you will find a 3.5mm headphone jack, USB-C port, and a single speaker. At the right, you will find the power and volume buttons. At the left, you will find the hybrid SIM card slot. As a member of the Redmi Note series, Redmi Note 8 Pro is the first Redmi Note smartphone that comes with NFC and Wi-Fi X antenna. Aside from that, Redmi Note 8 Pro also comes with liquid cool technology after Pocophone F1. I am slightly disappointed with Redmi Note 8 Pro because the antenna included with MediaTek processor is much weaker than its Qualcomm sibling. It is obvious when it comes to data signals. At the same place, I will have much weaker signals. However, what makes me surprised is that Redmi Note 8 Pro is able to utilize 4G+. Redmi Note 8 Pro is running on Android 9.0 Pie with MIUI 11 on top. This review is delayed due to Redmi Note 8 Pro got MIUI 11 update by the time I'm ready to make this review. MIUI 11 should have brought along quite a number of features upgrade, but the only thing that I feel different is the apps icon just gotten ugly. I prefer to have MIUI 10 icon than MIUI 11. Redmi Note 8 Pro is the first smartphone that is powered by the MediaTek Helio 990T, and the performance is surprisingly good. You can play PUBG on the highest settings you can find on an 1200 ringgit Malaysia mid-range smartphone. When paired with the Black Shark game controller, the gaming experience just went to another level, unlike Vivo S1 Pro that I reviewed recently. If you are wondering how to connect your Redmi Note 8 Pro to the Black Shark game controller, you can watch the tutorial I made previously. As for camera, Redmi Note 8 Pro sports quad camera at the rear with the combination of f1.89 64MP primary camera, f2.2 8MP ultra wide angle lens, 2MP ultra macro lens, and 2MP depth sensor. Can I just say that I'm totally impressed by the 64MP primary camera. The details of the 64 megapixel photos are impressive. Even the 16 megapixel photos are great in details. He is just slightly disappointed that you cannot get the latest modern Google camera on Redmi Note 8 Pro because of the processor. As for video, Redmi Note 8 Pro is able to record 1080p 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 4K 30 frames per second video. Redmi Note 8 Pro does not equip with optical image stabilizer, but the electronic image stabilizer is doing its job. Redmi Note 8 Pro comes with a single speaker and the audio quality is a lot better than your average mid-range. However, the volume settings is a little bit off chart. When it is on full volume, you will get extremely loud sound from it. But when you lower the volume by 2 press, the volume will be slightly low than it should. You will still get the 3.5mm headphone jack on Redmi Note 8 Pro, and it does support USB-C earphones like OnePlus Type-C bullet earphones. You will get some exceptional audio when paired with OnePlus Type-C bullet earphones. If you want to save yourself from some tangled wire issue, you can pair it with the Mi True Wireless Earbuds Basic, and you will still get some decent audio out of it. Redmi Note 8 Pro sports a 4500mAh battery with the support of 18W fast charging. The 4500mAh battery could provide me more than 1.5 days of battery life. I can game with ease as battery life is not an issue. When it comes to charging, Redmi is kind enough to include 2 power controls chipsets, MediaTek MT6360 and Qualcomm SMB1351. This allows Redmi Note 8 Pro to support MediaTek Pump Express, Quick Charge 4 Plus, and power delivery. Redmi also kind enough to provide a 18W Qualcomm Quick Charge charger in the box. Redmi Note 8 Pro is the first smartphone that powered by the MediaTek Helio G90T, and it is the first smartphone that comes with a 64 megapixel camera. The performance is outstanding, and the price just makes it extremely exciting. If you are looking for an affordable gaming smartphone, then you should just bet your money on Redmi Note 8 Pro. That is all for this review. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. See you on the next video.